This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou, and welcome to Beer and Bread in about 3 minutes. It has no solo mode, it's a game for 2 players, playing time is short, and it's a pretty simple game. In this game, you are 2 villagers on either side of the river. Can you outcompete your local rivals and make the best beer and bread? The game lasts for 6 rounds known as years, with 3 being fruitful years and 3 being dry years. That is tracked using this marker. Your scoring cards are split into beer and bread, and you only count the value of your lowest score. The winner is the player whose lowest score is higher than the other players. Drafting. Each fruitful year, you will draft 5 cards back and forth. Contract fulfillment. You will spend your resources to make beer and bread. Engine building. You'll play power-up cards that work well together. Player turn. Start with the seeding phase. In green fruitful years, add in the full resources to the value shown on the left of the field. In red dry years, fill the fields to the rightmost value instead. The game starts in a fruitful year. Deal each player 5 cards. They have resources on top, the type of beer or bread they are, their upgrade power, and their creation cost and victory points on them. You will choose 1 card to play, and then pass the remainder to your opponent, repeating this process of alternating hands until you have played 5 cards. You may play a card on the table for the resources shown at top. If you later play another card on top of it, you gain the resources on the new card plus any matches. So here, that's a second water. You do not get the bonus unless they completely line up. Place all gained resources into your storeroom. You only have 9 spots. The second action is to complete an order. Simply spend the resources shown on the card's order section from your storeroom. Then place that card face down in either your brewery or bakery spot based on what type of card it is. You may only store 1 of each type of card here. The third action you can do is to place an upgrade down. This slides under the board where the board icon matches the icon on the card. If you do an upgrade, you can clean out your bakery and brewery, moving those cards to a scoring pile. Each upgrade triggers at a set time. Card phase, when seeding the board, when you store resources, when you bake or brew, when you clean out your buildings, or when you score points at the end of the game. You may have any number of upgrades in each stack. Once you have finished a fruitful year, pick up your place down resource cards and then draw up to 5 cards with new ones. This is your hand for the dry year. And while you do not draft back and forth in dry years, you still alternate card plays. Dry years have less resources in the seeding phase as mentioned. And the final difference is there are 3 random cards placed here, and you may take an action to play one of them instead while swapping it with a card from your hand. Note that the water in the river never runs out. Why would you like this game? Beer and Bread is a lightweight Euro game very much designed for couples game night. It is 100% a 2-player game. The combination of drafting, engine building, and contract fulfillment makes for a pleasant enough gameplay loop, and the game lasts about the right amount of time. I am partial to big wooden resource pieces, and the ones included in this game are a good size and quite fun to play with. I also really like how the storeroom on the map integrates with them. It's a nice touch. Hard to say much more than it's a pleasant Euro game for 2 with a little bit of player interaction, but nothing remotely confrontational. So good for couples who don't like directly competitive games. The best thing about this game is the final scoring. I like games where you have to balance your efforts well to win. However, drafting games are rough for a first play as you have no idea what's important enough. And there's something about the card design that just makes my eyes wash over them without registering information. I feel like I would have enjoyed the game much more if these cards were more distinct and interesting. It wasn't until my second play I even noticed there were different types of bread on the card. For another great 2-player game, try 7 Wonders Duel. And for a multiplayer game, try Village. Beer and Bread needs more spice. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.